Hi guys, it's Oracle Ani. Well, my arm. And I just finished doing the Oracle message for the week, and I put the cards away, and my guides are like, "You have so much to say." So I set up my camera to do a reading for you guys, and I guess this is the reading for the week, so it's gonna be different than what I've been doing because I'm just going to pull cards and I'm just gonna do the message as it wants to come out. Okay, so I'm not following any format. This is special occasion. All right, so the oracle card that came out was this one, the delicate fairy and her ferrets. Okay, the delicate fairy and her ferrets. And this card is talking about leaving comfort zones. And the way that I was picking it up was um, that we're leaving comfort zones because those comfort zones are now um, throwing things out of balance. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm all about balance, restoring balance, and pointing out imbalances, right? Um, So let's see what that means for these next 18 months where the North Node is going to be in Aries. Now, I personally have a very optimistic feeling about these next 18 months, but there's also been some tenderness, I guess, because of that Cancer new moon. Um, so, well, as the card says, while it is scary to make these changes, um, they're going to be worth it. The results of facing those fears is going to be worth it. Now, with this reading, we're going to get more details about what that is exactly. And if you would like a personal reading, a private channeled message from me, my guides to you, the details are going to be below. Okay, I'm just making sure that it's recording. Also, I do want to say the dates here for North Node and Aries, so that you don't have to count or try to calculate it for yourself. So the North Node went into Aries on July 17th, 2023, and it will stay there until January 11th, 2025. I'm going to repeat that, until 2025. January 11th, 2025. That'll be the 18 months. Now, I'm not an astrologer, so I can't really explain the North Node in Aries to you. I know it has to do with the nodes of the moon, but if you would like a deeper understanding of that from an astrological sense, then I would definitely tell you to go check that out from somebody who is qualified. As for me, I will tell you what that means in practical terms with the tarot, as my guides would like to let you know. So it's going to be related to healing. Healing and balance. That's what this channel is about. That's what my practice is about. And I'm going to take a sip of my tea and then we'll get started. Oh, so what that means is that whatever comes out in this reading is going to be valid from July 17th, 2023 until January 11th, 2025. You can watch this video even after that date as a retrospect to see if things worked out the way I interpret them or how exactly they came out. Okay, so I'm going to start here with the Goddess Tarot by, what's her name? Well, I don't know. I think it's a she, but I'm not sure. Chris Walder, something like this. Okay. So I already shuffled, but I just want to shuffle one more time for the camera. And I'm just going to do open. Okay. Hold on, I have to focus on the question. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna focus on first, let's see what these comfort zones are. Specifically the ones that we are going to leave in the next 18 months. Because you don't, from experience, I can tell you that you don't leave them all at once. You leave them one by one until all of a sudden your life doesn't look the same anymore. One. Oh, okay. So the first card is the Strength card. And the goddess on this card is Oya. And I'm going to look it up in the book to see who she is. Okay. And then we have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Swords in reverse. So definitely expect healing, sadness, and I mean, you really can't heal grief, but you can heal heartbreak and disappointments. And so that's good. All right. More cards or just clarifiers now? Clarifiers. Okay. All right, so let's see who this goddess is. Oh yeah. And of course, the Strength card. It seems like the Strength card is following us, right? There's been two. It's been a fairy. There's been a fairy message about strength. So that's one Reiki boost video about strength. Then I did another one for strength with the Oracle card, and now we're opening with strength. So this is it's very interesting. Okay, so let's just read the card now. So we have lightning in the border. So this is, when I think of lightning, I think of having the power to change things, right? Or having there's just, well, also I'm thinking about lightning and thunder, right? It's been that way around here where I live. And there's just something about when thunder cracks, that first crack just makes you wince a little bit and just like makes you like duck your head. And it's like the beginning of something, right? At least that's how I see it. Okay, so let's see who she is. Okay. Oh, there. Okay. So the keywords, of course, the keywords for this card is, oh, see, I got my little book here. Courage, inner strength, and leadership. Okay. Now, for this reading, I'm connecting to the word courage, right? As far as like, and I think I said it in the oracle card message, but you need courage to leave comfort zones, right? So courage is not the absence of fear, it is persistence through that fear. Okay. So let's see. The storm gales that Oya, the Nigerian goddess of the wind, creates are strong enough to tear the roofs of houses and uproot huge trees. That sounds like a hurricane to me. um, Being in Florida, that's what I think of. Since words are made of the wind, we exhale when we breathe, and since Oya is praised for her eloquent speech, women often ask her for the right words to ease conflicts and gain power. Because of this, Oya is considered a powerful patroness of female strength and leadership. Okay. Oya is still widely worshipped among the Yoruba. Okay. The meaning of this card, upright, is any strength and any wisdom you need are within you now. Powers of speech to transform weakness into strength, integrity and adherence to one's vision, the strength to create peace between opposing forces. These forces may be internalized or personified in a situation. Tame them, you have the strength. Okay. Okay. We're going to get clarifiers about that, of course. All right, so this is the courage, having the right words to change a situation. That's good. And when I speak about words, right, I'm looking at the Three of Wands here, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for a message to come in, for a reply, a wish, a hope to manifest itself, and help you overcome sadness and disappointments. Oh, this is in this deck it's 11. Okay. You can look up 1133 as an angel number here. So let's see. Okay. The Queen of Cups for the Strength card. So following your intuition, following your heart, being gentle, being loving. It is definitely, as I'm well, as at least as I'm seeing it here, it's not only having the courage and the right words to change a situation, but to do it with kindness and doing it with heart, right? So it's not like if we had gotten the Queen of Swords, it would have been like a severe change. But this is like, this is a little softer of a change. And again, I'm going to repeat myself, we're leaving these comfort zones because the comfort zones are throwing things out of balance. And the only way to regain balance is by making those changes. Okay. So then we have the Nine of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. So the Nine of Wands, it definitely tells me about strength, right? Sometimes it takes more strength to be vulnerable, right? Sometimes it takes more strength to be vulnerable because it exposes how we really feel. And it's a very scary thing for your ego to be vulnerable, because then it thinks, like, if I am true, if I open up myself to how I really feel, that gives people an opportunity to hurt me. And the ego is all about protecting you and isolating you from things, right? But here it's talking about finding the right words to present your feelings, but not to look like a fool. Just like, it is what it is. This is how I feel. Take it or leave it. Regardless of how you react, whoever you are expressing these feelings to, the Nine of Wands here says, I have all the strength that I need to be okay, regardless of how that person will react. So, or respond to whatever these feelings are. And so what these cards are telling me that these feelings are, it's like, how do we make this work? How do we make this relationship work for both of us, right? Like, I'm willing to give this. What are you willing to give back? And like, let's work on making it equal, which is the Six of Pentacles. And it's also about, I just lost the words, but I had the whole thing in my head. Hold on. it came and it went. It's also about like being, with the Nine of Wands here, it really is about being realistic about what you can give. Instead of like making empty promises or promising to do things that you can't fulfill or that you can't follow through with. And the Two of Wands in reverse, it's about starting a new chapter, which is, again, that it's like that North Node in Aries is all about this new chapter. And the new chapter can be a new chapter with this person, which we'll see if they show up, right? But it could also be a new chapter in the way that you communicate about your feelings and about the relationships that you're looking for. And then just seeing who will meet you in the middle. Okay, I need another sip of tea here. So what is this Three of Wands, right? Because here we know that she is waiting for something. And I am going to use she because we're talking about goddesses. The Ace of Swords, indeed a message. The Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm going to see why the Queen of Swords in reverse. Because it's like, if this is indeed the Queen of Swords in reverse, meaning an unhealed person, meaning a person who is still going through grief and pain and, well, is extra hurt and can only hurt others. Why would they be waiting for this person? So what is this? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So there's a risk here. Something was lost. A risk was taken, something was lost, somebody opened up. Now well, what I'm really picking up is on the word loss with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And the Queen of Swords in reverse is absolutely dealing with loss. Well, not dealing with it, going through it. Nine of Swords. Yeah, okay, so this Queen of Swords in reverse is going through loss, is going through anxieties, possibly even nightmares. Let's just say they are not doing well. And I am going to use they for the queens because the tarot doesn't really have genders. It's just energies. This is what I'm going to say. As I just said that, I kind of just got it. So the reason that this Three of Wands is here and this person here is waiting for a message of truth, right? It's like they're hoping for this message to come in. But what these three cards are telling me is that the person that they're waiting to hear from is in a very bad place, both financially and mentally. And they are keeping this situation to themselves. And so, what if you are the person that's waiting for the message? Know that the person that you're waiting on this message from is purposely staying quiet because they don't want to bring their problems to you. Okay? Like they're keeping this to themselves. That's how I'm going to read this Queen of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who's trying to deal with things on their own and they're keeping quiet because it's a burden. It's a burden. Okay. Yeah, see? I wasn't even thinking of anything yet. It's just like the Sun in reverse, they are going, this could be a depression, it could be severe nightmares, it could be panic attacks. And this could be affecting, you know, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I keep connecting to that word loss and career. So, and then you have the Five of Pentacles came out under the Sun in reverse, which is the card of like having to beg and not having enough for yourself. So there's definitely been a loss of again the word that comes up is like there's a maybe somebody lost their job and is now just struggling with with their thoughts on how to fix the situation. Okay. What is this? Three of Swords in reverse. It's the page wands, which is the it is having the energy to get up and keep going and try again. And if you fail, that's part of it. And you have to keep get up and try again. So if you are, let's see, well, I don't really want to give advice, but as I'm seeing it, is that one of the ways out is to not give in to negative thoughts, but just to have the courage to get up and try again. To like make a plan every day. It's like, what are you going to tackle today? And just do it. Then comes the Five of Cups upright. And this is, you know, this is definitely telling me that the pain of the past is haunting the situation. It's like, well, what if this is gonna sound ridiculous, but sometimes the Nine of Swords sounds this way, which is, what's the point in finding a new job when I can just lose it again? Something like ridiculous like that, right? Like it's not even, yes, you could lose your job again, or you could just quit, or you could just get a better job. Like nothing is forever. Um, and maybe this person did think that something was going to be forever, and it just wasn't. Things can be long term, but rarely are things forever. Mm-hmm. Okay, what is this Three of Swords in reverse? Because I like that. I like that. Uh, the devil. Yeah, okay. With this Three of Swords in reverse, this is talking about an addiction. This is talking about a toxic behavior, toxic person, toxic group of people that are causing negative thinking, negative behaviors, negative outcomes. And yeah. But with the Three of Swords in reverse here, it says, it's implying that hope should not be given up, because you will overcome this situation, you will overcome these people, you will have the strength to see who they are and either free yourself or at least like have the awareness of what's happening. Oh, the Two of Swords. Yeah, they're the Two of Swords in this deck. It really is about arguments, and it is about um, two different ideas going against each other. And it's kind of like that energy of a duel, right? So there is going to have to be a conversation with these toxic people about either agreeing to disagree, or like, I really see the word that came up right now. It's like exposing who they really are. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I got more cards. cards here. Okay. I'm gonna pick up this deck again, but I have more cards here. So all right, so what else? Spirit guides. The Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles upright, which is potentially. I want you to see this. You see those three ferrets? I connect them to those three pentacles right there. These are the new people coming into your life that are going to be encouraging you and empowering you. And you will find new associations, and you will find new teachers, and you will find a new community, or at least a new team to help you make these changes that you need to make. So now that I've gotten this out, now I can tell you about who these three people are, because I was having this conversation before I started. I was having this conversation with my spirit guides before I started, and I wanted to talk about these three people. And I'm gonna break up this video into two. So this will be the end of part one. And then the next video is going to have these three people who are going to come in. And we're going to go through, how do you recognize these three people? Aside from like, oh, they're going to empower you and they're going to encourage you to make positive changes in your life. Yeah. So we'll go through that. And what is it that you're supposed to work on together? What is it about? So yeah, okay. So I will see you in the next video for that one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss part 2. See you in the next video.